All right. I'm not gonna do any promo work because I'm just. Why is the camera? I feel like I swear every time it just decides like it's gonna change. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. Torntris. So that was last night's. I'm gonna call it the 6 hour power jam, and we kind of had this like 3D Tetris thing going on. And let's see here. Yeah, we're working on bounds and stuff. So I think what else I'd like to do is actually have them have like a random color. Why do I do that? It's in shape. Yeah. No, it's technically the block, isn't it? Well, tell you what I could also pass, into block is have it store a color, and they can just all have the same color. Say shape color because we're organizing it by shape. I'll flip some around. We're going to pass in the longer variable name. Because why not? My keyboard's so far away from me. Yeah, all right. You're mad about something. And if the end of directive is missing. I wonder if it's just like, yeah. It's a bit of a problem with how it's doing things. But we do need a new color, so let's say our shape color is I guess I could just have like a function. It's not part of this class. Doesn't need to be part of shape. I'll put it in here. Color, get rand color. All right, well, is there anything random here? Rand? Set random seed, get random value. Okay. So maybe we can just get this from like yeah, all the colors. I want to be able to just have any of them. I wonder if I can. No. How many are there? All right. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 20. The dog just barked, scared me. Yeah. All right, get random value. It's going to be an int. And it will be, let me think here. Is 16 like the upper limit? Between min and max, both included. Oh, okay. These are integers, yeah, okay. So, just do a switch case. This. Yeah, and we'll return whatever color. Let's all right. Put them all out here. My neighbor's dog is freaking out. Right. And there we go. That's it. Except now we have to do this. And I'm sure there's some kind of hotkey, but hear me out. In the time it takes to learn that, I will probably have already typed all this in. You know what? Well, let's see. VS Code. Type column of numbers. No, that's display the column number. Column numbers. No. Show. Yeah, see, look, I've already wasted time. I could have already had this done. Yeah, maybe I will tell more people on Discord that I'm streaming. Sometimes it feels a little weird because, I don't know why. It just kind of does. But, I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, sell crap. Oh, whoops. Wait, is this showcase? Crap. I think I see somebody who joined me last time, but it's doing that Discord hide names thing, which is good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Okay. Wow, that is... I did not count. I said 16. What the hell? Okay. There are 26 colors. And... I mean, it's not pretty, but, like, it will get a random color every time. So that's why I put it somewhere else, and I don't want to look at it. Let's see. You're from Globals, yeah. So we can just say get rand color. That should give us our color. Cool. And right here, shape color. There we go. All right, you're mad. Huh. Argument types, model, color, integer, yeah. You sure? Oh, shit. Lull, whatever. Wrong spot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the colors aren't working. Also, I just noticed the things not displaying correctly. I don't think I told it to print in this color, did I? No, I did not. Whoops. And I noticed whenever it first rendered, it was like wrong. Why? Why was it wrong? I don't know. You see how they're like on the same axis? They're not supposed to be. Yeah, look at that. That's way off. I wonder why they render like that. It changes when we move, right? So let's see what happens when we move, and let's see what we're running after we move that we're not running anywhere else. So... What? My cat's already trying to get out. You want out? Oh. Come on, bud. He just wants to hop on in, visit his papa, and then leave. All right. So let's see here. When we move left or right, I mean, we're changing X, same as we would anywhere else. We update the transform. Can I call a function within the constructor? I suppose it's fine. I don't know why. I guess I'm so used to like Godot. Well, this is different. We're not just initializing a scene. We're constructing code. So yeah, this should be fine. But this is the same thing as what I was doing before. So what is different? Is it this? Maybe? Maybe it is. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if this is actually the issue, but this is the only difference I can visually see. And I just want to give this a go. It's probably important to have regardless, just in case it does lap over. Oh, wait, no, that's height. Dear me. That's incorrect. Yeah. Oh, that was it. Okay. So, there's a few things. Number one, in Tetris, usually, you have that thing where you hit the ground and you still have technically to the end of the next frame until it sticks. So that has to do with like an order of operations. That's actually not what it's called, but like the order at which we are operating at. Oh, was that white? Where'd it go? Oh, it's clear. That's cool. Okay, blank. Yeah, oops. Lol. Okay, well that's no good, and I don't think white is actually going to be a good color either. So let's see. We removed 3, so that makes this 22. Yeah. Let me think here. So let's write down a few things that we want to get done. Features. Check floor on start of new turn. Yeah, because we want the user to be able to shift it even when they hit the floor, because you can get to those pocket spots. So we're going to do that. I'm going to call this improvements, because that's technically what it is. We did our 6-hour power, and now we're wrapping up. So check floor. We also want to, we need to be able to rotate shapes. And snap down. So when you hit the up direction, it goes, I want that feature. It might have to have a delay too. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Hey, Tetris. What's up, Alec, man? Yeah, but what else am I working on? Oh, yeah. So we need our I wouldn't call it a win condition, but I can say we have like when we have a complete line, you know, it's like when you fill out the row, right? Complete row condition check. Complete row condition. Fail condition. I don't know what the win state is. Probably just like a number of points. Yeah. And then we also want to add in our audio. And make a beat. So I want to make a little music. Oh yeah, for the win, for the complete row, I want to do it to where the effect is the cubes, they like expand outward, and they're like whoosh, whoosh outward. Is that whoosh? Whatever. Whoosh outward, and yeah. Now, there's one other thing we could do, and that is whenever we land a piece, to check, basically, to have an array of only shapes or only blocks that have an empty neighbor. Because if your block has a neighbor on all 4 sides, that means you can't place a new piece next to it. And that's important because when it comes to doing our collision checking, tower? Yeah. when it comes to our collision checks, like that's a lot. That's a lot. And as it fills up, we're going to have some percentage of blocks that don't need to be checked because they cannot possibly have a neighbor getting put next to them, right? Because they're already surrounded. So I think we need to have, instead of checking everyone every time, have just an array of like possible collisions. And we check all of those. And we'll check that every time we land. We'll remake that array every time we land. I guess we could, I don't know, we'll just remake it. And then, of course, when we complete a line, we need to also rebuild that array. Which is funny, because when we complete a line... Oh, no. Let me think here. The whole thing needs to drop down. So let's actually add that as well. Whoosh outward. All above. Move down. And then... what else are we doing? Reassess possible colliders is what I'll call it. Yeah, so we'll need to do that. I'll probably put that in here. Say use a vector. I guess the only funny thing is every time we move down, yeah, we do a check, which has 3 sets of for loops. Well, actually, no, we are doing that every time. No, we're doing this when we move. We check this when we move. We check this when we move down. Do you hear that? Fucking military helicopter. It's so damn loud. Don't live near an Air Force base. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. So my thought is, if we're going to be recreating an array for colliders, we still have to move through every shape, and then with every shape through every block, and determine if that block has a neighbor of any kind. If it has any neighbor, then it's just part of our check. Even if there's like 4 of them and they're all... How do I draw this? Tell you what. Let me just show you. So let's say you have some of them white. I told you not to print white. What is that? What is that color? Oh, okay. Touche. Is there any other light color that I should be aware of? I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, so let's say you've got... What? Illegal instruction. Huh. Weird. Okay. What the hell, man? Is it this? Oh. Is that it? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. I think that was it. So, yeah. All right. You see that space there with the two, with these two? They don't really need to check for anything. Oh, God. Looks very fun whenever it fails like that. They don't really need to technically check for anything, but, like, again, I'm thinking there must be a way to do this more efficiently for each collision check. The other problem, though, is, like, this is still having to loop through every time. No, actually it's not. It's only looping through when there's a snap. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, I probably could do like a profiling thing and see what's more efficient. Oh, Hefix. Hey, what's up? Good to have you back. We're making good progress on the Torrentris game. So all right. Here's what I decided to do. What I am deciding right now to do is to have, let's do a vector of blocks. And these will be our colliders. So whenever we actually move down in the world, whoa. Cool. Whenever we, I have to do this twice. So let's see here. Void. I think it sucks about learning CCP is I can't listen to music at the same time. Oh, you watching like videos? Or why can't you listen to music? I do. Maybe it's just my brain the way it is. I sometimes do. Let's see here. Build colliders is what we'll call it. And for our build colliders function, yeah, tutorials. Have to know what they're talking about and why they're doing it. I hear you. I sometimes I have the music. I don't know if it's because I'm ADHD. I actually sometimes I'm going through like a cybersecurity thing right now, and the videos are so slow. They feel like they've been like the CIA engineered them for max boredom. Like I don't know how to say that. Like it's so weird to describe. Like the pacing of it is just like, so we've come a long way learning about the importance of checking our network. I'm like drawing a blank on anything I've learned. Of course, but you know, they're just like, we've learned about seam tools. Now we'll learn about Linux and the command line and how you can use that to read log reports. I'm like, get to the fucking point. God, every time it's just aggravatingly slow. I'm like, can I please set the speed to like 3x so we can talk at a normal rate? Because there are just times when I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Like, get to the fucking lab and let me type some shit. Like, this talking is just not going to stick in my brain. I don't know. Like, I'm the way I've been learning everything and I've ever been able to learn in life is just by doing it. Because if I watch someone else do it, I'm like, I get what you're doing. It's interesting. I can understand it. But the moment I sit down, I've like that part of my brain is like in another zip code and they do not talk to each other. So I have to have something explained exactly, but only once. Then you know it forever. I hate you. I'm like the exact opposite. You can tell me like 40 times, it's not going to stick. But the more I do it though, I gotta learn by doing. I don't hate you. That sounds really great though. Well, I don't know. I guess it does to me. But perhaps it has its own drawbacks. That's life though. You gotta learn what works best for you. Okay, so shape, get blocks. All right. No, don't just add it. What am I doing? If open neighbor, it might collide. Ah, shit. Oh, nuts. Yeah, this is not how we store... I don't know if I like this. There are no direct tutorials, more general use. It's been kind of hard learning. People don't really explain why they're doing something. Yeah, I hear you. I do find that frustrating also. Especially if you go on like Stack Overflow. Occasionally you'll get like someone will just like explain things and then provide examples. And it's like, thanks. I appreciate it. Of course, then you get the opposite where someone's like, allow me to answer your question on pointers by giving you 6 chapters of C++. And it's like, no, that's not required. But then other times people are just like, why not use Python? And it's like, why are you fucking here? Like, why? Don't answer that question like that. Just use something else. And it's like, thanks, bud. I'll just give up. Okay, I don't like this check. I don't like it because to check the neighbors, I'm either going to be storing things via position. I guess I can do that. But then I'm still looping through like arrays. No. I don't think there's a requirement for this. It feels like I'm adding more complexity to what I'm doing right now. And that just feels like a bad call. So we're just going to have a check every time. There's going to be some inefficient checks, but frankly, doing it any other way, unless it's required, just feels like adding needless complexity to what I'm doing. I want to know the ins and outs of everything. I realized I don't really care about getting an actual answer. Just why something is the way it is. Yeah. I hear you. Plus, it's like when you understand why it works, I don't know. You gain much more of an in-depth understanding of like it's like you learn. It helps you how to think, or it helps you in your thinking process because you know why it works, or you know, if you know a little bit about it in that sense, then you're like, okay, I understand perhaps like why it works this way and like what to do with it. Yeah. And then the other time it's just like, just use this. And it's like, okay, but like, if I don't know what that is, then I'm just sort of trading one solution for the next. And then maybe nothing gets better. You're just swapping code. It becomes a tool you can use later, expand. Yeah. I hear you. And I totally agree. All right. You know what I said about colliders and shit? Yeah, it's shot. No. We'll just pretend we never wrote that down. So let's see here. Rotating shapes. Yeah, we should probably take care of that because we never actually did. I processed that all here, which feels, I don't know, kind of messy, but maybe this is the only way it can be done for all of these. I'm just going to have one big C++ file. That's the way I feel like it goes with some of these things. You have a header file, it's 2,000 lines of code, and it's like, okay, I get it. I get it now. Instantly go down. Yeah. We can do that. That just increments. Oh, yeah, and then we're already flipping the up direction. Now, okay. It's also probably good that we do this here because we're going to have to know exactly where to move everything. All right, so let's just say the first one. How do we go about this? We could say the initial one, because it's at like 0 and 0 offset, then it shouldn't actually go anywhere. So it's technically going to rotate around one of the blocks, which is how I think it already works in Tetris. So we'll say for this first one, no, we don't need to modify the first one. No need to modify the central block. So we'll modify the one right next to it. And that's going to be up a height of 1. So, which direction are we turning? Oh, this is like weird. This is tricky. Because if we move... I feel like this could be either there's a very simple, clever way to do this, or it's just going to be a chunk of really tedium, hard-coded nonsense. Because our Y and X, you know, for this first one, right, it's going, well, according to you, it's going this way for clockwise, right? And if it's like -1, it should be 0. 0 should be 1. If it's X is like, this is a lot of... Wait a minute. Oh, gosh, I'm having a brain blast. All right. We've got our shape, right? And then we've got a central cube right here. This shape is too big. I need more room. Why I keep drawing it so big if it's too big the first time. So we've got our central block, you know, and we've got some others as well. We have this one here. I'll draw them all different colors. So it's nice and pretty. I'm making the Windows logo. And you'll be, yeah, gray. Because... so this is like iteration 0, right? This is the original layout. And right here they are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 0. And if we rotate it counterclockwise, then I'm not doing the laziest thing ever. Select it. Come on. It's like this, but it's this way, yeah? So now, this is the important part. Stay with me here. I know this is like really goofy what I'm doing, but my point is that the X and Y, they're going to be like interchanging, aren't they? In some way? So like, let me think here. Let's draw over every little bit. Because the center one is just going to remain 0, 0. We're not even going to adjust it because there's no point. Man, that looks great. We're going somewhere with this, I promise you. All right, so here we go. And then again, I'm just going to leave those like that. So now this one is 1. Oh, it's the same color. Now this one is 1, 0. And this one is 1, negative 1. And here we have 0, 1. No, I'm sorry, 0, negative 1. And here we've got, this one is now 0, negative 1. I can't type. I cannot type today. I cannot type any day of my life. Negative 1, negative 1. I'm trying to look for patterns, really. Negative 1 and 0. Once again, now this one is negative 1 and 0. Negative 0. And now it's negative 1, positive 1. And then this one will be 0, positive 1. So if we look at how like this first one changes, it goes 0, 1. And then it flips it 1, 0. And then it flips it again to a negative. And then it flips it again. It's still negative. We could say when it flips from Y to X, we set it, we reverse the sign. Like every time we flip the numbers, we flip the value. But when it goes from Y to X, we flip the sign. At least for that first one. Okay, so for the red one, that's negative in the Y. Fuck. Wait. We're keeping track of an up value for our shape. Remember when we wrote that? And this will be from 0 to 3. I'm like rhyming. What am I, a cartoon character? I hate being OCD. You know what the trick of getting over OCD is? Letting go. No, it's not. Fuck. It's getting obsessive. So this is the 0 configuration. This is 1. And this is 2, and this is 3. So we could say... God, I'm putting in so much effort, and hard coding this might be the easiest, fastest way. No. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be clever. I have to prove I'm smart. All right, so if it's an odd number, no. Every time for the first one. So for number 1, flip X and Y. And what else? What else are we doing every time? Sign change if even if 2. Modulus 2. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, sure. Sure I do. Cool. All right, so the first one, flip X and Y, and the sign change if even. The second one, we will we do a sign change on Y. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Sign Y if odd, and I think we're gonna sign X if even. Okay. For 3. 3 is this one. Looks like it does the same thing where we flip it X and Y. Except it might be a little bit different than what it was before. Let's see here. We'll say flip X and Y every time. And when does it sign change? It does the sign change whenever it's on. Odd. Yeah? Because then it's 0, 1, 2, 3 is another sign change. Okay. Yeah. And that's measured with up. Which means it shouldn't matter if I'm going one way or another. Maybe. We'll see. Let's really hope. So we'll keep that there. And I'll make a little function in here called... Man, these are all internal, huh? Let's see here. What am I going to say this? Rotate blocks. Yeah. It's basically what I'm doing. Box. Rotate blocks. And we're going to have a function because we're going to call it in 2 places, and it should be the exact same function each time. Oh, this is... Wait a minute. Shape. Do I have to override like every fucking thing? Yeah, I guess. Whatever. Yay. Get blocks. This is an obscene amount of code for one little file. Let's be honest. Rotate blocks. Cool. So block 1. Block 0 is center. No rotation. Block 1. Every time, flip X and Y. So X, let's see here. Uint 8, I think, yeah. Yes, I know. Here's the temp. Now, are there more clever ways of doing this? I have heard of them. Am I going to be clever? No, I'm not. I don't care. All right, so we're going to store y, and then we're going to set y equal to blocks x. And, whoops. The mic is like cutting off my peripheral vision. I'm looking at my screen like this. Damn pirate over here. Blocks. Do I amaze you? Blocks, x, yeah, equals temp. Okay. There it is. So we flip each time. What else are we doing? So flip X and Y. And flip the sign if even. So flip X and Y. Flip. Change sign when even. When up is even. So blocks 1, X. Oh, wait. Let's first check. So if up, modulus operator 2 equals 0. And that's how we know it's even. Yeah. This value is the same. If it's negative, if it's a 0, is it gonna like freak out? It's -0. Because we're dealing with a certain level of I didn't type anything just now. We're dealing with a certain amount of volatility. Paint is over the code. Oh no! What the fuck? My bad. Well, he didn't miss much. I didn't type any funny words just now. On accident. Blocks and yeah. So we do that for this one. And for the second one, we're gonna assign change y sign if odd. Change x sign if even. So once again, we will say, this feels like we could be a little more efficient with this. So we'll say block 1, this, block 0. Well, why don't we just talk about what we're going to do, and then we'll do it for each one, because I don't want to keep checking the same, is it odd or even, like 3 times. That's obsessive and redundant. Spelling some interesting words here if we're not careful. Yeah, okay, so let's see, change the sign of y on this one. Nope. If we are, I'm sorry, x if even. So I'm being like real OCD on this. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Sorry. It's both of these, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Are you good? You should be able to. Yeah. It's over the Raylib stuff, but we're not using that right now. We're just using this. So here's our code. If it is not even, it is by default odd. And let me think here. We're flipping the signs. And we're going to flip the values. Also, or probably, I don't need to redeclare temp. We do that for the third one as well. And down here, what are we doing if it's odd? Oh, shit. We do this. Flip the sign of Y if it's odd. Okay. Yeah. So if it's even, we flip the first one, X and Y. If it is now the second, well, I guess third block, but its index is 2 out of, 0, 1, 2, 3. We're going to, yeah, X if it's even, Y if it's odd, and then also flip the sign of the other one if it's odd. Okay, so good. Goodness gracious. Flip X and Y. Change sign when up is. Change sign if odd. I'll just say if. Off. Lol. Odd. Yeah. Cool. There we go. Sweet. All right. Rotate blocks. Cool. And we'll do that for each one. Should instantly snap. Let's see how this blows up in our faces. A. D. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, these are interesting patterns we were making. Yes, it's very nice. This is very good. Oh, yikes. Okay, yeah, that's... Oh, look, that's almost there. Oh, man. Certainly make for an interesting game. Some kind of bastard Tetris. All right, that's completely wrong and completely awful. Okay, this shit has to work. I'm confident that up is changing correctly. Maybe. You know what? I'm not actually. We'll just do a little debugging here. So oh wait, we are printing the up, aren't we? Well, let's just double check. Oh, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. Oh wait, did that go up to 8? What's up with up? Why is 8 drawn? What the hell? What? I don't like this at all. I don't like what it's doing. Well, it goes to 255, which is bad. 855. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Okay. More to the point, though, it shouldn't really matter. How does it do this? All right. This will do the age-old check. If up is 255, this makes no sense. I still am baffled by the fact that you can change it here, run this equation apparently, and it's like, oh, 255. I'm like, no modulus would allow this. That's so weird. All right, whatever. If it's 255, will now equal 3. Because that's what the cool kids want. Sorry. Yeah. Three, 0. 3, 2, 1, 3. What is why? I'm like, I don't know if this is the right 2 1s, 0, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why it's like writing other things. Yeah. We're doing it based on relative values. But the block is... These X and Y values are relative to the actual tower. So it's not going to give us 1s and 0s. It's going to give us like 15 and like... Oh, okay. We can store their relative positions beforehand. B1X. What? What? Wow. No. Okay, this is kind of like silly, but it is more or less what we need actually. We have to. We don't even need to actually store this. Now that I think about it. So, what is it initially? Right. Let's see. Oh, actually, I've drawn it right here. Haven't I? This is like... I know this is like the hammiest way of doing this, really, but... Sometimes you just gotta ham it up in life. That's why I joined the stage. Cool. So instead of blocks 1, it'll be B1X. Same for all these other little changes. Oh, shit. I mean, lol. This is B1X. You. B1Y. Same here. B instead of Y. Did you hear that little bird noise just now? In the music? I'll turn it up so you can hear. Music volume warning. That's the fucking bird from Age of Empires 1. Fun fact. I swear I know that noise from anywhere. I'll prove it to you right now. Age of Empires 1 bird sounds. All sound effect. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. We're just going to listen to this until I hear it. Someone joins, they're like, what the hell is this stream? All right. B2. What is this? That's Age of Empires 2. Wait, is it? No, it's not. This is absolutely necessary for you to hear this. It's a car. What the hell? Oh, yeah. That's a cheat code. I forgot about that. It's a fucking car. What the fuck was that? Yo, it's just... Wait a minute. I think it's Age of Empires 2. All sound effects from nature. We'll find that bird sound, I swear to God. Okay, now it should work. Yeah, it does work. We need to update the transform after we... Huh. It's going into the floor. Why the fuck is that happening? What the hell, man? Did you hear that bird yet? God damn. Okay. All right. More shit broke. Of course. So I don't understand. I updated the thing. We need to update the transform after the rotation as well. Break. All right. Let's try it again. I just realized something. It's not... That's not correct. It's flopping like this. Okay. That's not how that's supposed to look. And even worse... Hey, there's no bird. Shit. All right, I was wrong. It's Age of Empires 1. I'm sorry. We got to start over. Feels like my ideas did not work. Oh, I. Wait. How loud is that? Is that loud? I swear I heard that damn bird. I can't read that debug message. I swear some of these are from Age of Empires 2. What are these sounds from fucking 1200 BC? Wait a minute, what the hell are these numbers? Oh my god, I'm not even putting anything in here. That's that fucking bird, I told you. Listen. Yeah? Now? I knew it. All that time, just to prove a point. No one was asking. No one cares. It matters to me, okay? I feel like it just makes me crazier, the fact that I put in so much effort just to prove that I was right on that. And literally no one challenged me. It's like fighting myself. All right. Yeah, cool. Okay. Let's see what these numbers are. 2, 3, 4. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 255 again. Fuck. Like, why? That doesn't make a lick of sense. Sorry. Okay. I may have had my order wrong there. Let's try that again. What happened to the music? 2, 3, 4. We're still getting 255. All right, so that's ass. That's just totally ass, man. All right, let's do a little before and after, because I mean, I don't think this will make a difference. All right, the first one is fine. Okay, yeah. We've learned nothing from that. So let's see here. I just go to the right. I hit D, and when I hit D, someone make the joke. D is counterclockwise, which is wrong. First of all. D should be clockwise. There we go. And yes, we are getting a bunch of other shit in the way of what we're trying to do. New line. What happens to the Y value of B2 and B3? What are we doing to those? The Y value B3 is getting flipped with 0. Oh, the music's done. You. Why is it 255 though? We set it equal to BX, which was 0. Actually, maybe we should do it before and after. Before and after. I like my debug statements clean and pure. B3 is 1. And we set Y equals to X. What else are we doing with Y? Negative. I have good news. I know it's wrong. It's an unsigned integer. And that means it's not going to go to -1. It goes to 255. It's all about the data. Okay, this should get us the results we desire. You want to hear a fun work story? Oh look, it still doesn't work. I once, when I worked for a place once, and I was like, somebody was asking like, some software or something I was working on, and like, they asked if like the thing I was working on would be ready for them to use, by some date or something, and I don't know why. I just forgot like all the technical lingo. And so my mind had to like communicate with what little words my brain decided to leave it. And the only sentence I could put together was not something like, oh, it'll fulfill your requirements or it'll do the job you need it to do. Instead, I said it will fulfill your desires. It's okay if things happen at work and you're embarrassed. But it still sucks. So this is terrible. Okay, actually, I know what's wrong now. We are initializing these values every flippin' time when we should be like this is the wrong approach. We're recreating it every fucking time. Golly, I'm farting it out today. This is, boy, all right. All right, we need to take our current value. One needs to be minus the other. Now, if I can only think about which one needs to be first. You remember when I said hard coding this would be a worse way of doing it? Honestly, no, it wouldn't. We'll keep our notes because I want to feel like this was worthwhile, even if we're not going to utilize it in any meaningful way. Block 0 still doesn't need to change, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing there. As for these three, I will hard code all of this because it's not worth the damn effort. Okay. Honestly, like, who gives a shit? Like, no, this is just like, I get it. I was being very clever. I was a very good boy, but like, it's just this one is -1, and it's like this minus that. All right, I'll give this one more try. I will give this one more try, but blindly doing so, which has not been serving me very well so far, frankly. I'm pretty sure it's minus. It's not going to work. But at least we can watch it spectacularly fail. Wait, is it? Hold on, you old piece of shit. That's great. And totally wrong. So, yeah, no more. No more of this. No, I need to know what the hell's going on at all times. I look, just, I know. We could have been so smart with it. But it's ass. It's just ass. It's just terrible. It was terrible before, okay? We just need to focus on these numbers. All right, so first time, 1 and 1, 1 and 0. Second time, yeah, that's 1 and 0. This one's 1 and what is the Y? -1. I'm not gonna change so much. That's 0, and that's also -1. Case 2. First one is 0, -1. And then it's all -1s, actually. So look at that. Look how much simpler this is. Hold on. Wait a minute. What is that? -1x, 0, -1, -1. Yeah, -1y. All right, cool. -1x, 0, -1x, +1y, 0x, and +1y. Holy moly. Yeah, no, this is fine. Like we don't need to do anything else. Okay, now when I hit the number, it's not doing anything, so that's fun. Why? Come on, man. Don't be mean to me. Please. This was close, man. Except it kept moving in the same direction. Of course. Oh. I'm surprised this didn't work. Like, frankly, I'm actually a little confused by that. Oh, wait, no. Maybe I'm not. I'm going to flip this around. thanks, bud. You know, it sucks is some of this stuff could still be like 255. Cool. Let's print out those results again. Told you. I flipping knew it. Why does that happen? Is it just like not care at all? Be back in a moment. Okay. All right. Well, let's do another little for loop for all these blocks. This, basically. I mean, I want to look this up. I wonder if someone else has run into this. Yeah, you ain't no rollover to 0 after reaching 255. That's not what I'm dealing with. That's R. Hey, Phoenix Fables. How goes? It goes. I'm hard coding things because my clever solutions are not working remotely like I thought they would. And at this point, I'm like, this is just easier to manage. So, you know. Mood. Yeah, no kidding. Um, right now, I'm having a weird problem because I don't know if I'm not going to read the AI thing. I don't know if I can trust this. Print. Oh, well, there's the email if you want to reach out. No, you don't need any cookies. Fuck off. This whole thing. I want you to go away. All right. Ta-da. Oh man, that's a lot of explanation, and I don't think any of it is actually going to be helpful to me. So I'm just going to manually check every single value. No, I don't need to check Y. It's not going to have that kind of rollover. Kitten dashed in front of me and knocked water everywhere. I've had that problem. I have cats too. Also, you don't have to say you're sorry. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's... this isn't going to be helpful. What's the fall speed? Where's that at? Is that tower? Drop tick? Yeah, all right. Let's make it a lot. And the spawn height... is it global? Oh, I just... okay. Let's put you right there. What am I working on? I'm working on... pain. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So this isn't rotating at all. It moves once. And then never again. Okay, let's look at this again. I'm working on something I started last night at 8 o'clock called, I'm calling it Torntris. Torn, is the Swedish word for tower. And I thought of Quadtris because that sounds way cooler. but that's already a thing. And I don't want to be associated with it, so I called it Torntris instead. And, well, it's going. The point of Torntris is to you have like a cylinder, right, that you actually go around, and so it's just Tetris but wrapped around a column. Now right now I'm trying to work on rotating shapes, but we seem to be having a problem because it doesn't do that. You just witnessed a phenomenal breakthrough. Just my genius at work. Okay. This is the opposite direction. These are both flipped. But that's fine. We can just do this. Tetris, if it was the Leaning Tower of Pisa, yes. We'll market that. We'll market it just like that. But, yeah, okay. Now I can actually rotate my shape. Excellent. Hooray. I was trying to do something really clever. I want to keep this here, you know? I'm like, come on. It was so smart. But also, it didn't work, so maybe it wasn't that smart at all. Hard-coded is the easiest to manage. And especially... work smarter, not harder. No, actually, because you're going to go, well, why not do something clever? And I'm like, well, I'll tell you why. Because hard coding is easiest to manage. That's the lesson we've learned. We've learned it the hard way, and we're not going to go back. We're not going to try doing anything else. So, yeah, there's that. There's that. 8, I think, was the spawn height before. And, yeah, this counter, of course, is like 1.2. Love it. As an artist, seeing you make it over like that was jaw-dropping. Like, the best I can do is blueprints in Blender or in real time. Oh, I'm printing this out still. Make it over. Like, Flatmate likes your earrings. Oh, well, thanks. Oh, yeah. I got these at a local store. I'd say where, but I don't know if I want to dox myself. I live in the mountains. I live near the mountains. Close enough to appreciate it, which is really nice. Though I'm wanting to move somewhere else, and where I want to move does not have a lot of mountains, sadly. Let's check collisions. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Yay. Good. We go this way. Oh, shit. Okay, you like them too. Thanks. Well, I mean, I'm glad you like them. I didn't make them. Thank you. I bought them. I'll take the credit. Shoot. Okay, so we got to do a check to make sure. Let me see. Where else did we check this? We already did a check that had to do with moving left and right. Nuts. We're rotating internally in the shape. But we also have to do a collision check. So if we rotate right now, I noticed a problem. I don't know if you saw it. I'll show it again. So we got a few blocks here, and let's say you're right here. If you're moving alongside, you can't go into that direction. Same if you're headed down. You can't go that direction. But if you are next to it and you rotate, you can rotate. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's not good behavior. It collides correctly, but that's not good. So you just make things look pretty. Hey, I envy that. Frankly, I mean, look, I made a cube in Blender, you know, and I bent it a little bit so it would fit around a circle, but you know,